Yes, hello. Hello. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. People are joining in. There are almost 50 students supposed to join. Only 16 students have joined in us now. I'm sure people will be when they join, ask them to write their name and roll number as well when they are joining. Right now it's increasing, so there are 21. I will be calling out your name and roll number of the students, those who have already joined the class. Their name and roll number are already written here. You have written down your name and roll number. I will be calling out your name and roll number. Unmute your microphone then and respond and then mute it. Roll number 81, Shreyansh. Shreyansh, number 81.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Charles Verma, roll number 2.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Roll number 70, Sakshi Yadav.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 54, Poonam Kumari.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Roll number 84. Roll number 84, Alok Biswas.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 49, Khan. 49,
Present,
Mohammed.
ma'am.
Okay. Roll number 82, Ayush Anurag.
Present, ma'am.
To Ayush Anurag. Roll number 60,
Present, ma'am.
Majumdar. Roll number 61, roll number 65, Purbayon.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay, roll number 63, Mohammed Shahbaz Alam.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 37, Tushar Ranjan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, roll number 23, Mohammed Rehman Ansari.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 11, Shrija Das. Shrija Das. Roll number 5, Raf Chatterjee.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 17, Sampriti Chattopadhyay. Roll number 66, Harman.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 90, Akash Mukherjee.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 55, Jaya Gupta.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 58, Adarsh Brahman.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 31, Shadab Ahmed. Roll number 73, Anurag Ghosh.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 76, Aarti Sonar.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 89, Anupriya.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 104, Saket Saurav. Roll number 74, Aishwarya Ghosh.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 43, Rahul
Present, ma'am.
Yadav.
Present, ma'am.
Aishwarya, please mute back your microphone. Aishwarya's microphone is on. Mayur's microphone is on. Rahul Yadav's microphone is on. Mute it back. Repeatedly, I'm telling you people to mute back your microphone. After you responded, you are supposed to mute it back. Okay, so now we will start with our class. We will be starting with the topic of the day.
Ma'am, roll number 72.
What is your name?
Ma'am, Millie Visas.
Have you written down your name and phone number in the group?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your roll number?
Ma'am, 72.
Name. What is your name?
Millie Visas.
Your name and roll number is not there. Write it again. I don't think when
Okay,
you
ma'am.
send, I don't think it has been registered because it is not there in the. Okay, Millie Biswas, now it has come. Millie Biswas 72. Rudranath Kobita.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Mayur.
Now these roll numbers have.
Ma'am,
I've
Mayur.
received this now. Rudranath Kaviraj, are you there? 92 roll number. Those who have typed, your message has just reached. Roll number 71, Deepa Kumari. Deepa Kumari, roll number 71. Roll number 60, Mayur Rai.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now the rest of the students, those who are joining late, let them join. Once they will join, ask them to write their name and roll number in the group. I will be keeping a track of that as well. Okay. Now we will start with the topic. We will not waste much of our time. Already a lot of our time has been wasted. We will not waste much of our time and we will directly start with the topic, that is essay writing. Okay. Now what do we mean by the term essay writing? What is exactly an essay? Now when you were in school already, the concept of essay is a known fact for all of you. Everybody knows what is an essay because since your school days, you have already been taught about what is an essay and how to write an essay. But now you people are grown up. Now you should know more in-depth knowledge of writing an essay because till now, whatever you learned, you just learned the basics. But now you need to know something extra, something more in order to write a better piece of writing. Okay. Now, what is an essay? If you want, you can jot it down. That's why I asked you to keep your HU copies with you as well. You jot it down. It's better if you take it down. What is an essay? Essay is nothing but it is basically a short piece of writing which is generally written by the writer to express his or her perspective. Now, we have always seen that essays are of different types. Like we have ourselves written various different types of essays since our school time. Like we have written essays on write an essay about your mother, about your teacher. We have also written essays on write an essay about your favorite hill station, or write an essay about how did you spend your puja vacation. We have also written essays on write an essay on the use of television. Is television a boon or a bane? So we have seen that as we grew up with time, the topic of our essays also started changing. Okay, like as we grew up, we have also seen that the topic of our writing, of our essays have also changed. We have also exceeded, we have also been more proactive, we have been more expressive, and our perspective of writing an essay have changed as we grew up. Now, what is an essay? Where did we get this term essay? From where did we exactly get the term essay? Write it down. Essay is basically a French word. Okay, the word essay has been derived basically from a French word. Okay, now what is the French word? The French word that we derive the word essay from is known as essayer. E-S-S-A-Y-E-R is known as essayer. Okay, from the word essayer, we have got this English word essay. What is the meaning of the word essayer? Essayer, the meaning of the word essayer is to try or to attempt. Okay, so the word essay originates from the French word essayer, which means to try or to attempt. Now, as far as the history of essay is concerned, the first author of essay, his name was, he was also a French man. His name was Michel de Montaigne. Okay, the lifespan of Michel de Montaigne was 1533 to 1592. He was the person who gave us the essay writing. You can say he was the father of essay writing. He was the first person who wrote an essay. His name was Michel de Montaigne. Okay. Now, what is an essay? As I told you, essay is basically an independent piece of work. What is an essay? It is basically an independent piece of work where the author is trying to give or trying to express his or her perspective about a subject. Now, what is meant by a subject? Subject is the topic. Okay. Now, the subject is the topic, and the essayer or the person who is writing the essay, his or her aim is to express the perspective in an independent manner, to express the perspective so that that person, whatever he or she wants to say, wants to express to the readers about the subject, he can do it independently. Okay. So this is what is essay. So we discussed till now what we discussed. Till now we discussed about the origination of essay, like from where it originated, from the word, from which word it originated, the background. And we also discussed about the topic of what is meant by an essay. Okay, these are the two things till now that we discussed. Now we will proceed to what are the different types of essay. Now this is something with which all of you will be able to relate, because all of you will be able to remember what you people learned in your school life, in your school days. Okay, so we will discuss about the different types of essay now. Now, what are the different types of essay? What are the different types? After we discuss about the types of essay, then we will go into the format of the essay writing. So what are the different types of essays? Now, if you want, you can write it down. The different types of essays are, number one, narrative essay. Okay, the first type of essay is known as narrative essay. Now, what is a narrative essay? Narrative essay is something which you already did in your school life as well. You are still doing narrative essays, where you always were asked to write, for example, write your experience about the first day of your examination. Write your experience about the first day of your study. Now, this is board examination, and what you used to do, you used to narrate your experience of that first day. So those are the narrative essays. So what are narrative essays? Narrative essays are essays that where the writer narrates an incident or a story through the format of essay writing. So what is a narrative essay? Narrative essay is an essay where the writer narrates a piece or where a writer expresses his or her perspective by narrating an incident independently through the format of an essay. Okay. Always narrative essays are written in first person. Underline this. Always narrative essays will be written in first person, because you are basically expressing, or you are basically sharing your experience in a narrative essay. So it is always written in the first person. Now, what is the aim of writing a narrative essay? The aim of writing a narrative essay is that the narrative essays will involve the reader. Means the aim is to make the reader involved, to make the reader relate, and to make the reader feel that he or she is a part of the context, is a part of the incident to which he or she is narrating. Okay. So what is being said here, we were discussing about narrative essay. So we are basically trying to, what is the aim of a narrative essay? The aim of a narrative essay is to make the reader get involved, to make the reader a part of the essay, a part of the incident which the narrator or which the essayer is narrating. first type of essay. Now the second type of essay. What is the second type of essay? The second type of essay is called descriptive essay. Write it down. The second type of essay is known as descriptive essay. What is a descriptive essay? A descriptive essay is basically the essay which describes about a place, describes about an object, describes about a particular person, describes about a particular thing, can describe about a memory. Okay. Now, what is it basically? So, what is an essay? Essay is nothing but a method, a short piece of writing. What is an essay? It is nothing but a short piece of writing, through which the writer basically tries to share his or her perspective about a subject independently. It comes from the French word essayer, which means to try or to attempt. Up till this we discussed. Now we have entered into the types of essays. We have discussed about the first type of essay. What is the first type of essay? The first type of essay is called descriptive essay. Narrative essay, where we have seen that in a narrative essay, the writer independently narrates his or her experience about a subject and wants the readers to even be a part of that vivid description. Second type of essay is descriptive essay. What is a descriptive essay? Now let us go back to our childhood days. In a descriptive essay, what we used to do in our childhood days? We used to get topics like, how did you write an essay about your mother? Write an essay about your favorite book. Write an essay about your favorite food. Write an essay about your favorite toy. When you were in school in your childhood days, these were the kind of essays that you used to get, and you used to write based on the topic. What you used to do, you used to describe vividly. You used to describe the object, the person, the object, the place. For example, if he gave you, I remember when I was in school, I got an essay to write about Taj Mahal. What you used to do? You used to give a description of Taj Mahal and what is Taj Mahal, how beautiful it is. Then you proceed that I went to the Taj Mahal, I went to visit there and I saw this thing. So these are basically descriptive essays. So in a descriptive essay, what do we do? In a descriptive essay, we vividly, beautifully, every intricate details of the subject we try to describe, so that the readers can feel that just by reading my essay, the readers can feel that he or she can visualize. Our aim is to make the essay so lively that by reading my essay, if it's a descriptive essay, even if it's a narrative essay, my aim should be to make it so beautiful, so lively that my readers can visualize what I have written. Just by closing the eyes after reading my essay, just by closing the eyes, my readers can see as a picture. I need to write it. I need to express it in such a easy, lucid and expressive manner. Okay. This was my second type of essay, that is descriptive. Now we will enter to the third type of essay. What is the third type? The third type of essay is called expository essay. Very simple. The name might give you a very different feeling that now what kind of essay is this? I never heard about that. Very simple. You already know what is an expository essay. Expository essays are essays where the writer gives us or presents a balanced study of a particular subject. For example, even in your college life, in your lab class, already we have given you this example. We have given you topics in your extempo, like, is social media a boon or a bane? Just think about those topics where you are the writer, you are the person who is speaking or expressing your perspective. You are not allowed to follow one particular path. You are only allowed to follow you are allowed to strike a balance. You cannot say that social media is bad, completely bad. You cannot say that. Neither you can say that social media is completely good and does not have any negativity. You cannot say that. So expository essays are these type of essays where you are bound to maintain a balance. Bound to maintain a balance between the good and the bad. So you are not allowed to follow a particular proposition. You are supposed to follow. You're supposed to maintain a balance. Neither you can go to a positive proposition, nor you can go to a negative proposition. You have to follow a balanced path. That is expository essay. Okay. Now we will go to the fourth category of essay, which is the last category of essay. That is called persuasive essay. What is a persuasive essay? Again, a very simple thing. In a persuasive essay, you are a reader. If I am the essayist, if I am the writer of the essay, and you are my reader, my aim is to make my reader believe what I say. What do I mean by that? My aim will be to make you people agree or come to my side of argument. Okay? My aim will be to persuade you. A persuasive essay is not just a presentation. Remember that a persuasive essay is not just a presentation of facts, but it is an attempt to convince the reader to believe in that fact. So what is a persuasive essay? A persuasive essay is not just a mere presentation of facts and figures and data. No, your aim should be to make your readers follow, convince to what you are saying. Whatever argument you are giving, your readers should believe in that. For example, an essay on dowry system. Okay, now dowry system is a socially relevant topic. If we give you an essay writing on this particular topic of dowry system, which is a socially relevant topic again, your aim should be to write the essay in such a manner, your aim should be to write the essay in such a manner so that the reader is persuaded by the idea, by your perspective. The readers get persuaded by your perspective, which states that dowry system is an evil practice. Because see, we all know dowry system is still practiced in various parts of India. But also at the back of our mind, we also know it's an evil practice. But your aim should be that you cannot out and out say a person bad, but you have to put logic to state whether that practice is good or bad. You are not going to say it's a very good thing that is happening, because there are a lot of evil things associated with dowry. But what you are trying to do is you are trying to persuade your readers. And what you are trying to persuade them with, you are trying to make them realize that dowry system can have a lot of evil things associated with it, so that the readers get convinced, so that the readers understand your viewpoint. And if they understand your viewpoint, definitely you want that particular evil thing to stop. So this is the last type of essay, which is called persuasive. So till now, what we discussed? Till now, we have discussed what is an essay, definition of an essay. We have discussed about from where the word essay has originated. We have discussed about what are the different types of essays, right? Now tell me, before I enter into the format, or rather how to write an essay, is there anyone in the call right now present? Are you having any difficulty in understanding any portion that we discussed till now? You can unmute your microphone and you can tell me if you have any question regarding what I discussed, if you have not understood. Did you all understand or you did not understand? Response, give. I want some response. Yes, no, something. The third type of essay is called expository essay. Someone has asked me just now. Expository essay, EXPOSITORY, expository essay. That is the third type. Any other question? Is there any other question that you want to ask? Or shall I proceed to the next portion of the topic? That is the last portion of the topic now. That is the format of an essay. This is the last portion. So did you all understand? So I'm going to proceed to the last portion of the essay now. That is called format of an essay. Okay. Now, what is the format of an essay? We have already discussed about the format in our school life. Our teachers have already time and again have given us an overview, an outlook, given us a brief idea about how to write an essay. What you learned? You learned the fact that normally an essay is basically written in 3 paragraphs, right? That is what you were taught in school life. An essay is written in 3 basic paragraphs: introduction, body, and conclusion, right? Now, how to start with an introduction? Now, what is this introduction? What is expected of you to write in an introduction? What is expected of you to write in the body of the letter? Now, I will tell you what you people know already. Let me tell you. You people know that in the introduction, you are supposed to write about the topic. For example, you're supposed to write that if the topic is about my college, you're supposed to start the introduction in this manner. Today, I will be writing to you about the college where I'm studying presently as an engineering student. I'm in first year and I study in Asansol Engineering College, and my college is located in Asansol near Vivekananda Park, and it's a very big campus. In this manner, you will start, right? But if you started in this manner, it is absolutely, that is why you will be getting an average mark. So you should know how to start your essay, how to introduce the essay in an interesting manner. What you're supposed to do is never ever start your essay by this line. This essay is going to talk about, or today I am going to talk about this particular topic, or today, or this, my essay is about Asansol Engineering College. Never ever start your essay in the introductory paragraph. Never ever start it in this manner. What you're supposed to do is basically your aim in the introduction should be to catch the attention of the reader. Now the essay is basically like a tree. If we think it in this manner, if the root of the tree is not strong, then ultimately there's a chance, if there's a storm, then the tree might fall anytime. It might be uprooted. So your essay's basis, or the basic root, is your introduction, and that needs to be very attractive. That needs to be very strong. Now, how can you make it strong? Just take down certain points, which I will tell you, which you can incorporate when you're writing an introduction. Think about these points when you write an introduction of your essay, based on any topic under the sun, so that you can make it more attractive. Take it down. Number 1. Pose a question related to the subject, and briefly as well as directly, and briefly as well as directly introduce the topic without making announcements such as, with an inverted comma, write down, this essay is about. Never ever make such announcements when you are writing the essay. Never ever start your essay in this childish manner, like this essay is about. Don't ever start your essay like this, okay? Point number 2. In the introduction, these are the things that we expect you to write if you are a good writer, okay? Point number 2 is state an interesting fact about your subject. State an interesting fact about your subject. What do I mean by that? Means whatever is the subject, like if the subject is your school, or if the subject is your college, or if the subject is your favorite book, you need to state something interesting which rest of us don't know. something which is intricate. Now here comes your perspective. Here your perspective should come alive. Your perspective about your college should not match my perspective about AAC. Your perspective about AAC might vary with another boy or another girl of your class. So here you make your writing more original. So what you need to do is you need to state an interesting fact in the subject itself. In the subject itself, you need to bring forth an interesting fact. Next point number 3. In the introduction, another thing that you need to incorporate is, now if it is, for example, if the essay is about, for example, if it's a narrative essay, okay, if it's a narrative essay, then in those cases, you can write this within bracket in case of narrative essays. Write down, briefly describe the place, that serves as the primary setting of your essay. That serves as the primary setting of your essay. Now, this basically happens, as I told you, for descriptive essays where you can write a travelogue. You will see the food bloggers or the travel, those who write in blogs, travelogues, travel diaries. In blogs, you will see they always start by giving the backdrop or the setting of the essay. For example, if they are writing about the place where they have visited, for example, if they have gone to Burma or Nepal, if that person is writing about a travel diary, then they will always give that backdrop or that setting that it was in Burma in the year 2005. He will start it in this manner, so that the moment you read the first line, you already start gaining an interest. You already start visualizing, because keep it in mind, dear, whenever you are writing an essay, it should be such that any person who is reading your essay will be able to close their eyes and visualize what they are reading. Okay, that should be my aim. So these are the things that I need to introduce, that I need to give as an introduction. Okay, you can also incorporate quotations in your introduction part. You can also incorporate some quotation if you want. You can also incorporate some kind of humorous quotation or humorous riddle in order to make it more lively, because the more you make it original, the more originality you show it, the best effect of your essay will come. Okay. Now let us enter into the body of the essay. What is the body of the essay? Now let us enter. Now what is the body? The body of the essay is very simple. Now in school life, you were taught that the body of the essay is one paragraph. Yes, when you write it, definitely write it in one paragraph. I have no problem in that. But remember, the body of the essay is basically has 3 paragraphs inside it. What are those 3 paragraphs? The first paragraph is introduction. Forget it. Now let us look at the second paragraph. Second, third, and fourth consists of the body of the essay. Okay. This is basically the main crux of the essay, which we call as the crux of the essay, where you are basically talking about in paragraph number 2. In paragraph number 2, you will be talking about certain details, not everything. You will talk about certain details about the subject, which is in a positive note, which is in a positive format, in a positive note. You will talk about that in the second paragraph. Second, do not differentiate the paragraphs. The body of the essay will be one paragraph. I'm trying to tell you what are the substance that you need to mention in the body. First is talk a bit about the subject, which is a bit negative. Then in the third paragraph, that is in the body again, talk about the subject, more details, a bit of more details about the subject, which is somewhat, balance, positive, negative balance. And the fourth paragraph, which is the main crux of the essay, there you will talk about in details of the topic, in details of your subject. That is where because what you want to do is basically, in order to hold the attention of the readers, you basically want the body of the essay to be very interesting. That is why you're not revealing. It is like the petal of a flower. A flower does not bloom all of a sudden. Slowly you will have to make it bloom, your essay. What you will do in the first paragraph, after you finish the introduction, when you enter the body of the essay, you will try to differentiate their body into 3 divisions. First division, you will talk just a bit about the subject, a bit details about the subject. Second division of your body, you will talk something which is positive, negative, balance, both details, but it should be more than what you talked in the second paragraph of the body. Okay. When you enter the third paragraph of the body, you will talk in details now about the body, about the main subject. After you finish writing the body of the essay, when you discuss all necessary things, all necessary details, all necessary aspects of the essay, then you will enter into the conclusion part. Now, what is the conclusion part? In the conclusion part, you're expected to give an overview. You're expected to deal, or you're expected to talk about the overview of whatever you have discussed. Whatever you have introduced with, whatever you have discussed in the body, you are supposed to draw a conclusion, means you're supposed to draw a line, taking inputs again from the body, taking inputs again from the introduction. Everything should be incorporated in the conclusion with a positive note. Never ever end an essay with a negative conclusion. Always the readers or the people who are appreciating your work, they have this in mind, to appreciate what they read. So try to give a positive note at the end of your conclusion. Yeah. Now tell me, is there anyone who did not understand or who is having a problem understanding, like, whatever we discussed, like what is an essay? Like, we have already discussed about essay. Now tell me one thing, is there any one of you who has not understood about the topic essay? Did you all understand what we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
You can unmute your microphone now.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there? And now I would ask, I would like some of you to please turn on your video because I want to take some snapshots as well. Please turn on your videos. One or two person can do that so that I can take a snapshot. Okay, so what we will do is this week I will be giving you an assignment where I will also give you a few works of your, like I would also like to take a class test as well based on your assignment. And the assignment which I will, just a moment, the assignment which I will give you today, not today, maybe by this weekend, the assignment which I will give you. In that assignment, I will try to incorporate whatever I taught you, and I will give you all the necessary details, but make sure that you are writing it in a perfect manner, the manner in which I told you to do. Okay. So we will start with a new topic. I have finished the topic on essay. Next week, I will start with another topic. Only Précis and comprehension is left. I will discuss about what is a Précis, what is a comprehension in the classes, which will be there in the week, next week and week after that. Okay. Till then, thank you everyone. Have a nice weekend and study hard. And the class test or the assignment which I will give you, I want that thing to be done within time, because your CA4 marks will be based on that particular assignment. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.